Hi friends, welcome back. Naji here. So we are continuing a discussion with Langchain, and in our previous videos we have discussed different things with respect to Langchain. We have discussed about runnables, LCEL, and we discussed about basic chatbot and chatbot with memory. All those things we have discussed. In this video, we will be discussing on RAG and Retrieve-Augmented Generation. So this video is intended to introduce the architecture of a RAG and how it's work, all those things. Okay. So basically, the RAG is a technique that combines the power of information retrieval system with generative AI model to enhance the accuracy and the relevance of generated output. So this is a textbook definition, or maybe the YouTube or some wiki definition for the RAG. But in general, RAG will help us do Q&A with a document. So consider if I have a document, okay, I want to get information from those document. I can use the RAG. How can we do that? We can discuss. Okay. So let me give you a small example here. Consider this is my company financial document or cash flow statement. Okay, I want to do some kind of a Q&A with this particular document. Say this is small, but in real scenario my company will have, or a company will have a lot of employee informations and their cash flows and company cash flows, all those things, right? Say consider this a my cash flow statement, and I want to do a Q&A with this particular document. Okay, so this I'm just directly using my ChatGPT. Okay, so here I'm pasting the details to the ChatGPT, and okay, and I'm giving a prompt like you are. So first I need to tell, okay, what is going to happen. I want to give a prompt to the ChatGPT. I'm saying that you are a finance uh, finance manager to company. Okay, you need to answer to the questions based on above cash flow document. Okay, so wait for the questions. Okay, so this is the instruction that I have given. Okay, so I have given my document and I'm saying that, okay, you are a finance manager to company. Okay, there are some grammatical issues, but still to a company, and you need to answer to the question based on the above cash flow document and wait for the questions. Okay, so it says that understood, please go ahead and ask questions based on the provided cash flow statement. Now I can ask few questions. Okay, so let me go there. I can ask maybe what is the net cash flow. Let me ask to GPT, what is the net cash flow. What is the net cash flow? So net cash flow is 193,000. Can check that. Okay, this is correct. Okay, so maybe I can ask one more question, maybe a closing balance of cash. Just ask this one. Okay, what is the of year? Okay, okay, so this is working fine. Okay, so in this way, what is actually happening, I'm giving my document and we are doing the question and answer with my document. Okay, and in real time, like we cannot give like this because it will have a one of the one reason is security issues, but we will have a lot of document. This is a simple example. Maybe it may be like my company HR informations or financial document, all those things, right? So it is easy for the managers or top level managers to do a RAG or to ask questions to the LLM model, so that they can save their time. Okay. So that is basics of RAG that we have, like how we are going to implement, but we can continue with the PPT. So in a RAG, there are main components are there. One is data injection, then retriever and the generator. So what is the data injection part? Data injection part is the part where we will be injecting our data, okay, and this data will be saved into some storage. Okay, we can discuss how we are going to do that, but that is the first step. So in the example that I have shown, I have copied the financial document, right? I have financial documents copied and given to the chat GPT. Okay, so that we can say it as a data injection part, creating the data and extracting the data and save into the storage. So that is the data injection part. So next is the retriever. Okay, so once the data is saved into a storage, we will have a, say like we will have a thousands of documents will be there, right? So when I ask about a question, we need to retrieve a specific document with respect to my question. Okay, say like I have a financial document is there, I have a HR document is there, I have a leave policy document is there, right? And if a user is asking about a leave policy, something related to leave policy, we need to pick the document which is related to the leave policy. Okay, if I ask about some finance kind of a thing, it has to pick the document that is correspond to the finance document, right? So that is the purpose of the retriever. Retrieval will retrieve the document that is relevant to the query. The next is generator. Okay, so what generator is actually doing? So we have the relevant document and we have our prompt. Okay, the prompt means in our example we told the ChatGPT that okay, you are a finance manager, right? So similar to that, we will have a prompt. So we have our query, we have our document, and we have the prompt. So using these three things, our LLM model will generate the answer. So that is the generator will do. Okay, so these are the three main components with respect to RAG. So we are going little deeper. So we have a RAG here. So we can see the data injection. So in data injection, we will have four main steps. One is the loading of data. Second one is the splitting data. And third one is converting to embedding or creating embedding. And fourth one is the storing into a permanent storage. Okay. So loading, we will able to load different kind of a data. Like for example, we can load from the Excel file, we can load from JSON, URLs, or the PDF. Okay, so we can also load the XML data also. So that is the loading part does. So Langchain is actually providing lot of interfaces to load the different type of documents. Okay, so for PDF they are providing a PDF loader interface, and for the YouTube URLs for the URLs they are providing the another interface for loading the URLs, all those things, right? So we can discuss couple of things in this series, but you guys can explore it more. Then the next is the splitting part. Okay, so why we need the splitting? So once we have the document, say one of my document is 200 MB, or like it contain like 100 pages of document. Okay, but the saving the document as it is will not work. Okay, there are two reasons. One is all the LLM models have the context limit. Okay, so the context limit means they cannot process infinite size of data. Say for example, there may be cases say LLM models will only able to process maybe 10,000 tokens at a time. Okay, so based on the LLM model that we are going to use in our project, we have to decide the splitting size. Okay, so what actually happens is if I have a 200 pages of document, so we may be splitting the data into small chunks. Okay, or small document. Okay, so the second reason is when we divide the document in small chunks, it is very easy to get the accurate result. Okay, so once the second step is the splitting. So we have the PDF, then we are splitting that into small chunks. Okay, then the third step is we will be converting this into a embedding. Okay, so simply means like we will be converting into what we call the NLP2 vectors or the numbers. Okay, so the purpose of this is we are while we retrieve the data, Okay, we are using the similarity search to retrieve the data. Okay, so it will be like very easy if we convert to embedding, then we will easily able to retrieve the relevant information. So that is why we are converting it into the vectors, and we are so once that is converted, we will be saving into a vector DB. So there are different vector DBs there. So we will save into the vector storage. Okay, so this is the data injection part. One is the loading part, splitting part. Once it is loading, we will be splitting, then we will be creating the embedding, and we will be storing into a vector store. So this is just explanation of what I just said. Okay, so now the third step is like retrieval and the generator, the second and the third main component. Okay, so here this block. Okay, this block is the our database or vector store. Okay, so what actually happens is that we have our question. Okay, so based on the question, we will be picking the relevant document. Okay, so the relevant document will be combined with our prompt. Okay, so prompt means we will be giving what need to be done with this document. Okay, so in our example, we said that we mentioned to ChatGPT that you are a finance manager, right? So the ChatGPT will act like a finance manager, and it will try to imitate the behavior of the financial manager while analyzing this document. Okay, so we have the questions, we have the prompt, we have the document. Then based on this, our LLM model will try to generate the answer for us. Okay, so that is how this works. Okay, this is just what I said. Okay. So why we need the RAG? So there are two debates are happening. One is with respect to the fine tuning, and one is with respect to the RAG. So fine tuning means we will be fine tune the LLM model, and in RAG we are not doing any fine tuning process. We are just make use of the existing model itself. So there are pros and cons in both cases, but we are not going to discuss that here in this video. Maybe in later video we can discuss. So in this video we only discuss about the advantage of RAG or why RAG is needed. It's actually overcoming the knowledge limitations. So we know that all the LLM models are trained with some date, right? Maybe 2023 October. Maybe if it is OpenAI, I believe it is trained till like October 2023 or 23, right? So after that, it does not have any knowledge. But currently, like they are implementing the agents and tools, but ideally they don't have any they don't have the knowledge after that. So we will able to using RAG, we will able to overcome that and reducing the hallucinations. Okay, so LLM models have a hallucinations problem. So using RAG, like we will able to reduce that. How? Because we are actually giving the actual document context also. Using that, we can reduce the hallucination and improved accuracy and domain specific applications, because I am giving my financial data document to the RAG, right? So I can make a domain specific and it's dynamic update. So dynamic update means like if a new version of HR policy is released, I can just simply upload to my RAG, and it will able to answer based on the latest document. So that is a advantage of RAG. So that is all about in this video. So in our coming videos we can more discuss about things like how can we load the data, and how can we split the data, how can we save into a vector store, and also we can try to do a end-to-end project also. So please do like and subscribe. Have a nice day. Bye bye.